Most traders fail because they overcomplicate everything. Too many indicators, too many strategies, too much noise. But today, I'm going to change all that. I'm going to break the cycle that you've been in. In this live session, I'm actually going to show you one trading setup. One trading setup you can master, repeat, and trust. If you've ever felt stuck and inconsistent, maybe this live session will change the way you trade forever. Let's get on with it. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders, good to see you again. Welcome to Trading with Rob, as usual. And here we are. And today we're going to talk about that one singular strategy that you can use, that you can take with you and get ahead with trading. Are you still finding yourself struggling and going from place to place, looking for that magic trick, that magic pill to help you trading, looking for that new shiny tool, getting caught up in the never-ending cycle of doom, that circular thing where you go from one trading strategy, one to the next trading strategy, one system to the next system to try and get ahead, believing that charts are going to make you money, number one, and not understanding that you need a business plan and a strategy, number two. But we're going to look at the charting system today. We're going to look at that one system that you can use to actually trade with. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rob. For those of you who do know me, I'm still Rob. And it's Trading with Rob. And it's Coffee with Rob. We always have coffee together. And for those of you who don't know me, I've been doing this a long time. Been doing this for over 34 years. It's been a while. But understand, most traders lose money. Trading is risky. And if you don't like risk and you don't like losing money, you probably shouldn't be trading. You should be doing something else, like being a dentist or a doctor or a pilot or something equally easy. Maybe a stuntman would be less stressful. It's really important to understand that there's a difference between system and strategy. Look, it's just terminology, but you need a business plan as well as a system. The charting system gives you the ability to manage your trade. That's all it does. It doesn't do much else. It can't win you trades. It can't predict the future. It can't do anything like that. But what it can do is it can give you the ability to look at what happened in the past, make a conscious decision on what your next move is going to be on that product in the market, whether you're going to buy or sell it or not touch it at all, run away, whichever you decide to do. You can make the decision based on the chart. Then you can put your business plan into action. You can manage the risk, you can manage the trade, and you can manage how the trade's going to work out for you. And that's the important part, is the actual strategy. But the system is so simple that I'm going to get into that you don't have to keep on looking for that magic pill in the market. You see, one thing you have to understand in the markets is there isn't a magic pill. There is no magic pill for charting. There is no magic pill or shiny tool that's going to make you win every single trade, or at least win most of your trades. It just doesn't exist. It's not there. It never will be there. Traders have been looking for the shiny tool since the dawn of time.
That was a long time ago.
And now that YouTube's available, and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and whatever else, there's a whole bunch, has been available for quite a while. Now traders, what they do is they go and look for people like me that are showing you how to trade. And then it works for a while, and then it doesn't work, and you go look for something else, you go look for something else, you go look for something else, and you go full circle. And you keep on going around in circles, coming back, looking for that one thing that's going to make you the money. And then you find out that it's not making you the money, and you just can't seem to grasp why. Systems don't make you money. You've got to have a plan. You've got to use the strategy and the business plan that I give you in every single video. The system will help you manage your trade. And you want to stick to one system. You don't want to have 250 different systems. You can learn how to use all the other systems, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get caught up in trying to use them all at the same time. And also don't get caught up changing your system every 5 minutes. Stick to one system, and you might actually get the answer that you need to trading. You might actually find the best way to trade.
Just keep it simple.
So today I'm going to show you that one system that you can use to manage your trade. That one system that you can use that'll make you profitable. Well, will it make you profitable? Probably not, because you need the strategy to make you profitable. But I'll show you the system that'll work best for managing your trades. And most of you know this already. Most of you have been here. Most of you have seen it. Most of you have sold the t-shirt a million times, and you know how to do it.
Still don't get it, but thank you.
And it's the simple support and resistance system. What I would normally teach from the beginning is go to the day chart, go to the higher time frame, and see what you've got. And if you look at the higher time frame, you can determine from the higher time frame where your main resistance is, where your main support is. And then you can decide for yourself whether you're going to use that. So if you look at this particular product, which is the US dollar South African rand, we haven't traded it, but we're looking at it. There's a support with 2 points on it, rather have 3 points, but it's okay. And there's another, what was a support and also a resistance. Okay, so you've got that level in there. That level already pre-exists. It is there. What you can also see is there is a definite trend down over here. So if you want to put that in, you can. But what I find by putting these in on the day chart is they do tend to be quite out of the way on your 4-hour chart. You'll see now, if I take this back to the 4-hour, it's kind of just a bigger line across the page. So I prefer not to use them as much as you should. But you can look at that on the day chart and determine, look, you're in a bearish trend, and that's where we are at the moment, and it needs to break that. But then I go back to the H4 and I just simply trade on the H4. So now I know where my main support is. I know where my main resistance is close by, and I can work with that. Very simple. I know it's in a bearish trend. I had a look at that now. I saw it. I took the line out the way because I don't want it in the way. What I can see is it's in a range at the moment on the 4-hour, and it's trading off the top, off the bottom, off the top, off the bottom. What a range is when it's trading sideways. You know, we trade 3 ways. We trade with the trend, we trade in a range, and we trade on breakouts. Breakouts can be on the resistance or support, or they can be on the trend resistance or trend support. The amount of times that it hits this resistance is a fair information in that there's liquidity there. There's money in that area. So every time it hits there, it gets pushed down. Every time it hits there, it gets pushed down. That's not to say that every single time that it hits there for the rest of time, it's going to get knocked down, because it's a bit like chipping away at a wall. Eventually, you're going to break through that level, and that's when you get the breakout trade. So that's why, one of the reasons why on the system itself, you're always going to have a 50-50 scenario. So for example, if this comes down to support, hits the support, and it gives you a big candle below that and goes down, it's breaking down. Or if it hits the resistance and gives you a big green candle above that, it's breaking up. That's how you determine if the range has changed, or if it's breaking away from the range or from the trend, whichever way. If it stays within that range and it gives you a green candle off the support and it goes up on the next one, then you can clearly see that it's staying in the range. And if it hits the resistance and gives you a red candle down and keeps on going down, you can clearly see it staying in the range. Now, what a lot of traders will tell you, that you should wait for the retest before taking the trade.
Great idea.
I don't do that, because as you can clearly see on this chart, the retest doesn't often happen. It's not something that's common, but it does happen. It does happen in a few cases. I think gold did that now. Yeah, here's gold. It broke through a resistance level. It came back, retested. It's given a green candle to the upside. So that may be a break and retest and go up. If you're going to wait for the retest every time, very frequently you're going to sometimes miss trades, and FOMO is going to set in for you next time, because every time you're going to miss a trade and you're going to think, well, every time I want to take this trade, I actually miss this trade. I'm not really happy with that. I'd rather not have FOMO. I'd rather take my trades. Now, from my side, I stopped waiting for the retest, because my opinion of a retest is this. I get the green candle, it goes up. The trade's 50-50. No matter what happens, the trade's 50-50. I take the trade, it comes back to retest, and then it goes up anyway. So I'm okay, I'm in. It breaks through the level, goes the other way. I've got a failed trade, so I'm not going to trade it. The point of trading is you're not going to win every trade. Break of structure can be, for example, this trend line here. You've got a trend running through. A trend normally touches 3 points. It stays in the trend. You keep on trading the red candle off the down, the red candle off the down, red candle off the down. Then you get a green candle, breaks through the trend resistance to the upside. Same thing applies to the other way around, by the way. The other side, you'll have a red candle. But now you've got a green candle that breaks to the upside and it says, we're going up. It's broken the trend, it's broken structure, and it's going to the upside. So now you've got a break of structure and it's moving to the upside. So this is as simple as the strategy gets. So what I've done is I've taken some really complicated systems and I've broken them down into the simplicity of you don't even have to wait for a retest. The simplicity of if it breaks out and it gives you the green candle and it confirms and it closes the candle, you can take the trade from that level and go. If it stays in the range or in the trend and you get the candle coming off of the level, such as this, then you can take that trade and you can just simply wait for the red candle to close and take the trade. Sometimes it'll fail, go back, retest, the retest fails, goes the other way. You have a failed trade, but keep it simple. Now, the whole point of keeping it simple is this. You trade in a range, you trade with a trend, or you trade breakouts. So those are the ways that you're going to trade. But you're trading this based on the knowledge that you're trading with a strategy that says you're keeping your stop loss the same on every single trade and that you're actually going to win more on your wins, lose less on your losses. You're looking for trades that are going to work in your favor. You're looking for trades that are going to give you more profit than you're going to take loss. But now you want to keep the loss the same on every single trade. Otherwise, you're going to complicate the issue. So if you're looking for a trade that you want to take, so for example, you see Bitcoin's gone, you've taken the trade, it's gone long. So you think, well, if Bitcoin's gone long, then Ethereum should go long as well. And now you look at Ethereum on the H4 and you say, well, Ethereum should be a good trade. Let's just have a look at trend. And if you draw a trend line in on Ethereum, you can see clearly that it's breaking to the upside. So with a nice green candle here, you can actually get a long trade looking for 4,000 or whatever it goes to. Maybe that level there, which is a little bit higher up, around 4,250 might be a good target level. So you're targeting 4,250. Now what you do is you say, well, that's quite a decent profit to run for. What would I put my stop loss at here if I took the trade at 3,000? Then I would look down the bottom here and I'd say, well, if this reaches 2,728, then my trade would be invalid. So I have a $100,000 account here, so I shall trade $1,000. I'll risk 1% on every trade. Some of you might want to risk 2%, some of you might want to risk 5%, some of you might want to risk 0.5%. Then you say, all right, I'm going to risk 1% per trade on every trade. That's $1,000. So what you do is you work out from the 2028 level, how much is $1,000, how many contracts back to the cost, and you take the trade based on that, knowing that you're going to make far more on your win than you're going to take on your loss. That's how you take your trades. Stop trying to overcomplicate everything. Stop trying to put abbreviations into everything. Stop trying to make everything look like something over exaggerated. Just keep it simple. Trade between the resistance and the support. Trade in the trend or counter trade the trends, the breakouts. And then manage the risk and keep the risk the same on every single trade. And that is your 1,000-page business plan. Huge, isn't it? No, it's not even 4 lines. It's a 4 or 5-step business plan, guys. It's the easiest business plan in the world. Stick to one system, trade with the strategy which manages your risk, keep your risk the same, make more on your wins. How many lines is that? It's not 1,000, that's for sure. It's definitely not a 1,000-page business plan, and it's not that complicated. Make sure you've got enough capital to be in the market, because if you don't have enough capital, you're not going to double your money that easily. I don't know anywhere where you can take your money and just double it in 12 months. I mean, whether it's $1,000 or $100,000 or $1 million, there's nowhere that you can take your money and double it in 12 months. But somehow, for some reason, there's a whole bunch of traders out there who believe you can take $1,000 and somehow turn it into $100,000 or $1 million in 12 months or less. Doesn't sound logical, does it? Doesn't really sound like something that can actually happen. Theoretically, it is possible, can be done. Practically, because of the fear and the FOMO and the emotions in the human being, unfortunately, it cannot be done. And that's my rant for today. I hope it helps you guys somewhat. On that note, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to thank you for being here, and I'm going to hit the road. It's been great again. It's been so much fun being with you guys. I do have another video for you coming out tomorrow, another educational video, a bit of fun for that, and another one on Monday, obviously. We've got the trade of the day every single day for the members in the morning, and I really do keep myself busy, don't I? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's been fun, and I'll see you guys on the next shows. Don't forget, we've got another one on Tuesday, 1100 GMT +2, and we've got another one on Thursday at 1400 GMT +2. If you're not a member yet, join. It supports the channel. It's good fun. Buys me lots of stuff and coffee and things like that. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Cheers. Ciao.